Imagine you're working hard, putting an extra effort, and your manager doesn't even notice. Would you stay motivated? Probably not. Now let's flip it. Imagine every time you achieve something, you're recognized, rewarded, or trusted with more responsibility. Hmm, that is something everyone wants, I think, yeah? That is the power of reinforcement, and it's a big part of how we learn and behave at work. Welcome to bizcasestudio, where we break down MBA topics and business behaviors using simple explanations and real world relevance. This is episode 5 in our organizational behavior series. Don't forget to subscribe, please. In today's episode of organizational behavior, we'll explore how learning happens in the workplace and how reinforcement can shape employee behavior. Let's start with the basics. What is learning in the context of OB? It's a relatively permanent change in behavior that results from experience or practice. At work, this could mean learning a new skill, developing a habit, or improving performance over time. One of the earliest theories of learning is classical conditioning, discovered by Ivan Pavlov. It's where a neutral stimulus becomes linked to something meaningful. Think of a dog salivating when it hears a bell because it learned to associate the bell with food. That's a behavior of the dog being learned. In the workplace, this is less common, but might appear in subtle forms like associating a certain tone with feedback or meetings. A more applicable theory in OB is operant conditioning, developed by B.F. Skinner. This focuses on voluntary behavior and how it's influenced by rewards or punishment. It's the idea that people repeat behaviors that are rewarded and stop that are punished. Simple, right? This brings us to reinforcement theory, which says behavior is shaped and maintained by its consequences. It's one of the most practical tools for managers. When an employee does something good and is rewarded, they are likely to do it again. When they face negative consequences, they are less likely to repeat the behavior. That's the reinforcement theory. There are four key types of reinforcement. First one, positive reinforcement, giving a reward for desired behavior. Second is a negative reinforcement, removing something unpleasant after the right behavior. Number third is a punishment, adding an unpleasant consequence to stop unwanted behavior. And then the last one is extinction, ignoring behavior so it eventually stops on its own. Okay? Positive reinforcement, rewarding with good behaviors. Negative reinforcement, removing the unpleasant condition after desired behavior. Punishment, adding a negative consequence to reduce the behavior. And extinction is ignoring or not rewarding at all to reduce it automatically. Each of these can shape behaviors in different ways depending on how they are used. Let's look at some real life examples and then the types will be more clear. For example, giving a bonus for meeting targets, That's positive reinforcement, right? Second is, imagine removing daily check ins once an employee proves reliable. That's negative. Issuing a warning for being late. That's punishment. Not responding to repeated complaints that don't follow protocol. That's extinction. Used properly, these tools can create powerful results. Once again, don't think this as we are controlling those the employees. These kind of reinforcement made by the managers are only to bring the best outcome from the employees and not controlling them. So what does this means for managers? It means leaders can actively shape team behavior not by chance but by design, consistently rewarding the right actions, addressing issues clearly, and setting expectations all contribute to a positive work culture. This is not to control anyone, but it is to bring out the best from the employees and to bring a very positive work culture. And when reinforcement is timely and fair, it builds trust. That is the most important thing, and why reinforcements are used. The big idea here is this: behavior is learned and it can be shaped. Understanding how reinforcement works gives manager a strategic advantage. It's not about controlling people, it's about motivating and guiding them. That's the reason. Here's something for you to think about it. And let's just use the comment box. It's not for just something, it's something where we can discuss so that your experiences can inspire the others. What kind of reinforcement works best for you? A bonus, a thank you, more autonomy? Think on this. Write down in the comment box, let everyone see and let everyone discuss. We'll all discuss. All right, don't forget to write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching this. This was the episode 5 of our organizational behavior series. If you found it useful, please don't forget to subscribe. You guys are just watching, but no one is subscribing, no one is liking. Please subscribe, like it, and also share it to your friends and colleagues and to whomever you feel that this might be an important one to learn. Drop my emails will be provided in the description. Drop me an email if you want a one-on-one session to talk more deeply on these topics. Next up, we are going to explore something very where every leader needs to understand, that is the motivation theories. So stay tuned, see you in the next videos. Thank you so much.